If you make no other recipe of mine, guys, you have got to make this recipe. Make this recipe. It is that delicious.
When my friends go, it was simple. When the ends low, switch the tempo. I got right, I got heart, I won't die, I'ma fight. I go down, bet I strike, I go hard day and night, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Tara, and on this channel, I love sharing easy but healthy recipes that you can make right in your very own kitchen. We have been making easy meal prep recipes using only one pan or one pot all year long. You guys have really been enjoying them. Today, I've got to say, guys, I have absolutely outdone myself. Today's recipe, this recipe is so incredibly delicious. Guys, it is so good. I made it again yesterday morning. I made it before I went to work. I'm a nurse. I'm busy. I don't have time, definitely not to cook in the morning, but I made this recipe because it is that easy. It was inspired by one of my all-time favorite takeout dishes, except it's so much healthier, and I don't even know how it's possible, but it is even more delicious. I love sharing easy recipes just like today's recipe every Sunday. So if you're new here, tap that red subscribe button below and make sure that you click the bell icon because you don't want to miss a delicious recipe. No, of course you don't. So click the bell. And if you're already subscribed and you haven't clicked the bell,
why not?
You almost missed this recipe. Make sure that you stay all the way through the end of the video. I have a recipe card you guys can take a screenshot of for easy reference. With all that said, I'm starving. So let's do this, shall we? Here are all of the ingredients we'll be using today. A complete list will be in the description box below. So we're going to start by getting the peels off of the shallots and the garlic. And then using a peeler, we're going to remove the skin from the ginger. Next, we're going to peel our Japanese pear. If you can't find this, you could also use an apple. That would work really well also. This sauce recipe is so easy and delicious. We're going to throw everything inside of the blender. You could also use a food processor if you don't have a blender. We're going to add our soy sauce, water, mirin. If you can't find this at a local store, I will leave a link in the description box below for you. And we're also going to add some oyster sauce. Coconut sugar. You could use brown sugar here, but I wanted to keep this refined sugar-free. Blend it up. And then I have these awesome silicone containers. I'll also link these below. I love them. And I'm taking half of the sauce and putting it inside of this container because we only need half for this recipe. Look at how awesome these containers are. I love them. Then we're going to grab our meat. I wanted to use beef tips, but unfortunately, I had already eaten that. So instead, I am using a New York strip steak. That is how forgiving this recipe is, guys. Use any kind of beef that you have. We're going to grab our Instant Pot, set it to saute on high, and when hot, we're going to add some avocado oil. I have this awesome sprayer. Then we're going to add our carrots. I bought these already shredded because I wanted this to be really easy. Of course, you could shred them yourself. We're looking to get the carrots nice and tender, and then we're going to remove them. You could also just grab the liner out and empty it that way. It's much easier. And then I'm using a little bit more spray and adding my beef to the pan. I'm sorry, the Instant Pot, it's not a pan. You could make this on the stove, of course, as well. And then we're going to add half of the sauce that we had set aside. And I'm using my spoon and I'm deglazing the bottom of the pot. This is very important because you don't want to get the dreaded burn signal. Then I'm going to place in my trivet and a heat-proof bowl. I will link these below. I know you guys ask a lot about what kind of bowls I use inside of the Instant Pot. And then I'm adding my rinsed and drained rice with equal parts water. Stir it up. Then we're going to grab our lid. We're going to make sure that silicone ring is on. Close the lid. Set it to high pressure for 4 minutes. We're going to allow 10 minutes of natural pressure. Open up the lid after performing a quick release. Fluff our rice, remove the trivet. And now we're going to add those carrots back to the Instant Pot along with the cornstarch slurry. Set the Instant Pot to saute to bring it to a gentle boil so it will thicken. And then either you can eat this right away or place it inside of your fridge in your favorite meal prep containers. If you have an idea for a future episode, I would love for you to share it with me in the comments below. I put together a playlist of some delicious meal prep recipes I'm gonna leave right here on the screen if you'd like to check that out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week for another delicious recipe. Bye, guys.